Most people ask how to save 10 minutes. The rich? They ask how to reclaim 10 years. This video isn't about shortcuts or clever hacks, it's about one powerful shift, using AI as a lever, not as a toy. If you want to work less, make smarter money decisions, and scale your life so your time multiplies, then stay with me. Because in this video, I'll show you how the people who win are already using AI, and here's the truth. You'll already have access to the same tools. The only difference lies in what they ask those tools to do. This is for hustlers, early career professionals, and anyone hungry to turn intelligence into income. Over the next few minutes, you'll learn 4 practical ways the wealthy use AI: wealth efficiency, time leverage, decision-making speed, and scaling income streams. Each section comes with a small mission you can start today. No scams, no illusions, just systems designed to multiply your effort. Let's start where every rich person truly begins, not with more work, but with smarter wealth. When someone wealthy looks at money, they don't just see numbers on a screen. They see systems, mechanisms that consistently produce more numbers. AI allows them to test, refine, and optimize those systems faster than any human team could. The wealthy primarily use AI to do 3 things that truly matter: analyze, automate, and simulate. Every wealthy person begins with clarity because you can't grow what you don't understand. So the first step is simple, but sacred: analyze. Feeding an AI your portfolio and asking it to identify risk hotspots used to take analysts weeks. Now, these same insights appear in minutes, and that speed matters because speed opens opportunities. Reports from firms like Bain show measurable productivity gains across finance teams using generative AI, and this isn't marketing fluff, it's real efficiency. Here's a practical step. Ask your AI, summarize my portfolio's 3 largest concentration risks and suggest a hedge I can evaluate in 3 bullet points. Save the output, but don't trade on it blindly. Use it as research to inform better decisions. Once you know what's happening, the next step is to make it happen automatically. The wealthy don't waste mental energy on repetitive financial chores. They use AI to automate tax loss harvesting alerts, generate real-time net worth snapshots, and set smart notifications whenever a holding drifts from plan. Consolidation tools now merge multiple accounts into one clear picture, a single, reliable truth of wealth. Here's what you can try. Scan the last 6 months of transactions and highlight unusual expense categories or recurring subscriptions you can cancel. Simple prompts like that can reveal hidden leaks in your financial system. This is the final habit, the ability to play the future before it happens. The rich don't predict, they simulate. Rich people don't guess their financial future, they model it. Instead of saying, "I hope this works," they test different paths. AI makes that process simple. Raise your savings by X, invest Y additional dollars, and see what happens in 10 years. With every simulation, they refine their strategy and minimize regret. Even if you create just one new model each month, your financial decision-making will noticeably improve. Most people treat AI like a faster calculator. The wealthy treat it like their personal CFO, one that never sleeps, never gets tired, and always runs the numbers. But money is only one form of leverage. The real currency the wealthy protect above everything else is time. Rich people multiply time the same way they multiply capital, with systems. They don't just delegate tasks, they delegate thinking. Imagine forwarding 300 unread emails to an assistant that never sleeps, one that summarizes what actually matters and highlights the few messages that truly need your attention. That's what AI allows today. To start, let's look at how the wealthy reclaim their hours by turning AI into a full-time personal assistant that never needs rest. Use AI to summarize, prioritize, and even reply on your behalf. While you sleep, it drafts your morning responses, organizes your calendar, and builds your action list before you wake. Many tools now integrate calendar automation with AI-suggested time blocks and focus windows. This isn't luxury or vanity, it's structure. Every hour you reclaim compounds into more focused, creative work. But saving time is only half the story. The next step is removing mental clutter, the repetitive thinking that drains creative energy. The wealthy are quick to identify repetitive intellectual work and even quicker to hand it off. Tasks like generating research briefs, drafting pitch outlines, or running quick sanity checks on financial models are no longer done manually. They're outsourced to AI models that specialize in pattern-based work. That's real leverage, human creativity layered on top of automated mechanical thinking. Once the routine is streamlined, the real transformation begins when your time operates inside repeatable, optimized systems. Wealthy individuals don't rebuild from scratch each week. They operate within predefined systems that run on autopilot. Try creating your own Money Week template. Monday, review your net worth. Wednesday, spend 30 minutes on investment research. Friday, audit expenses that matter. Once the system is built, teach it to an AI. It will not only follow along with you, but remind you when you drift off track. Do this now. Create a folder called AI Weekly. Drop in your brokerage statements, key receipts, and one research question you want answered. Then ask your AI to summarize it weekly. Review the output. Compare it. Within weeks, you'll start noticing something profound. You suddenly have more time than before. Once time is under control, the next frontier becomes speed, specifically the speed of decisions. Fast decisions, though, mean nothing if they're blind. The wealthy understand this deeply. They use AI to compress the decision loop, to gather information, test scenarios, and make confident choices faster than anyone else. There are 3 key applications: rapid research, scenario stress tests, and signal filtering. It begins with knowledge, getting the right insights faster than anyone else in the room. Before an important call or meeting, they already have the essentials: 3 key risks, 3 potential opportunities, and 1 clear next step. All it takes is a simple prompt. Feed your AI the company name, relevant documents, or the transcript of the last earnings call, and ask it for those concise takeaways. This clarity accelerates judgment. Once they have the facts, they stress test reality, exploring what-ifs before committing a single dollar or hour. The rich don't bet on a single plan. They explore alternatives. Try asking your AI, if sales drop 15% next quarter, what levers can I pull to reduce cash burn by 20% within 90 days? The AI won't make the final call, but it will give you a structured starting point of plausible strategies. That's how smart decision-making scales. And finally, with speed comes signal, knowing what to ignore and what truly matters. Markets today are overflowing with noise, endless analyst opinions, articles, and predictions. AI can process all of that and extract a common thread, showing you what truly matters. The result? Less distraction, more direction, and in high-stakes environments, that kind of clarity becomes a serious advantage. But remember, AI will hallucinate, always verify. The wealthy treat every AI-generated insight as a lead, not as a conclusion. They understand that tools are only as powerful as the judgment guiding them. And when decisions compound, income begins to scale, almost automatically. Finally, the wealthy don't just earn, they scale. They transform a single idea into a system that keeps earning while they sleep. Today, AI is the engine behind that scale, driving content creation, automating services, and building recurring products that run on autopilot. It starts with visibility. The rich build authority at scale by using AI to create faster, smarter, and more consistently than anyone else. AI now drafts the first outline, writes the emails, builds the funnels, and even prepares the webinar script. The rich don't waste time on blank pages. They use that first draft to iterate rapidly, publish fast, test outcomes, and double down on what performs. Every cycle compounds authority and reach. Next, they move from effort to assets, turning expertise into products that sell themselves. Templates, automated reports, subscription dashboards, all born from one-time intellectual work that keeps generating recurring revenue. Instead of charging by the hour, they charge by the system. And this is where true scale begins. Once a process works, they don't stop. They replicate it across multiple niches, transforming one success into many. Here lies the real power. Once a process works, they replicate it across multiple niches. But this requires 2 ingredients: repeatable inputs and consistent monitoring. Tune, track, and repeat. And what once took months starts scaling across verticals in weeks. If you want a simple, repeatable start, do this. Create one standardized report your AI can produce every week. It could be a market summary, a performance dashboard, or a portfolio snapshot. You can sell it or simply use it to make smarter, faster decisions. Put it all together and you begin to see the full picture, the blueprint of leverage that anyone can start using today. Here's the honest truth. The tools are democratized. Everyone has access. What isn't equal is how people think about them. What makes someone wealthy isn't the tools they own, it's the questions they ask. The rich don't ask, what can AI do? They ask, what should AI do for my life? And that one shift changes everything. This isn't a get-rich-quick speech. If you use AI to avoid discipline, you'll only accelerate the wrong habits. But if you use it to multiply focused, meaningful work, it becomes the most powerful tool of leverage you've ever had. Now, here's how you turn ideas into movement. Step 1. Choose one leverage area to focus on this week: wealth, time, decision speed, or scale. Don't try to master everything at once. Pick one and commit. Step 2. Create one simple template around it, maybe an email summary, a portfolio check, or a one-page product. Then, teach an AI to run that process for you. Step 3. Measure one clear result: hours saved, costs reduced, or your first small sale. Use that metric as feedback, refine the process, and repeat. Progress compounds through iteration. If this video shifted your perspective, share it with a friend who's building a life, not just a job. Drop one sentence in the comments about which area you'll try this week. I'll read the best ones personally. And if you're building for something deeper than quick wins, hit subscribe. The next video will walk you through the exact prompts, templates, and tools to turn all of this into action.